Some months look empty until you check what's actually coming. June 2026 has a strange mix of releases across Netflix, Apple TV, and Prime Video. Some are dark, some are emotional, some are massive fantasy returns. And a few of them look like the kind of thing people might start just to try one episode, and then suddenly lose the whole night. So I'm not going through every single release. I picked the ones that actually looked worth your time. And we're starting with the one that might be the most uncomfortable thriller of the month.
Let me ask you a question. What is your worst fear?
Cape Fear. Imagine your life is finally under control, and then one person from the past comes back and turns your home into the most dangerous place in the world. That's the nightmare at the center of Cape Fear. Amy Adams and Patrick Wilson play a married couple whose family life starts falling apart when a terrifying figure returns. And that figure is played by Javier Bardem. That alone changes the mood. Because with Bardem, you don't expect a normal villain. You expect someone quiet, intense, and impossible to ignore. What makes this one interesting is that the fear feels personal. Not huge, not loud, just close. Someone knows your weak spots, and they're coming straight for them. If Apple TV gives this the slow burn pressure it usually does well, Cape Fear could easily become one of June's darkest releases. And from there, Netflix goes into a completely different nightmare. Not about a stranger entering your home, but about a father hearing the one thing that could destroy his reality. What if the child he thought was dead is still alive?
It's been 5 years. What are you doing here, Richard?
I Will Find You. This is exactly the kind of hook Harlan Coben stories are built for. A man is in prison for murdering his own son. His life is already over. His name is ruined. His family is broken. But then he sees something that suggests the boy may not be dead after all. That one idea is enough to pull you in. Because now the story is not just asking who did it. It's asking whether everything this man suffered was based on a lie. And if his son is alive, then someone out there built a nightmare so convincing that even the father believed it. This could be one of Netflix's safest binge picks of the month. Not because it has the biggest scale, but because the premise is designed to make you keep watching. One clue, one impossible hope, one question you need answered before you sleep. Then Netflix brings back something much bigger, louder, and more familiar, but this one has a different kind of pressure. Because Season 2 is where Avatar has to prove it can become more than nostalgia. Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2. The first season brought the world back. The bending, the nations, the friendships, and the impossible job sitting on Aang's shoulders. But Season 2 is where the story should start feeling heavier. The world gets bigger. The choices get harder. And the adventure should stop feeling like a simple journey from place to place.
Beneath us.
The hook here is not just fantasy action. It's watching a young hero slowly understand that saving the world is messy. It hurts people. It forces decisions that don't always feel clean. And that's where Avatar becomes more than just a colorful adventure. If Netflix gets the emotion and scale right, this could be the season that wins over people who were unsure about the live-action version. Because Avatar works best when it balances wonder with real consequences. And Season 2 has the chance to finally hit that balance. After that, Apple TV brings back a show that looked stylish on the surface, but was hiding something much stranger underneath. Sugar Season 2. First, Sugar feels like a classic detective story. Colin Farrell plays John Sugar, a private investigator moving through Los Angeles with that old-school noir energy. Quiet streets, missing people, secrets behind expensive doors. But the more the story opens up, the more you realize this is not just another detective drama. That's what makes Season 2 interesting. The show already proved it can look smooth and calm while something deeply weird is happening underneath. And now that the audience knows this world has more going on than it first seemed, the mystery can get even stranger. For me, Sugar is the kind of show you watch for atmosphere first, and then stay with because it keeps bending the genre. It has crime, style, loneliness, and that strange feeling that the truth is much bigger than the case. If Season 2 leans into that, this could be one of Apple TV's most intriguing returns. And then Prime Video jumps in with something completely different. Not quiet, not realistic, and definitely not small.
I have been preparing you for what now begins. Everyone is in danger.
The Legend of Vox Machina Season 4. Some fantasy stories try to look serious from the first second. Vox Machina does the opposite. It throws you into chaos, jokes, monsters, blood, magic, and a group of heroes who often feel like they should not be trusted with saving anything. But that is exactly why it works. Under all the madness, this is still a story about a broken team trying to survive impossible enemies and somehow stay together. By season 4, the world is bigger, the stakes are heavier, and the characters already have that kind of loyalty where fans just want to see what disaster they walk into next. If you want something dark, fast, violent, and weirdly emotional, this might be Prime Video's loudest June release. It's not calm fantasy. It's the kind that kicks the door open and dares you to keep watching. And after all that fantasy chaos, Prime slows everything down with a completely different kind of story. The kind where the danger is not a monster, a killer, or a war. It's one old relationship that never really ended. Every year after. This one is built around a familiar but powerful hook. Two people who once meant everything to each other are pulled back into each other's lives years later. And when a story starts there, the real question is never just, will they get back together? It's what happened between them, what they never said, and whether time actually healed anything. That's why this could work as a softer but still addictive release. It has that emotional mystery where every memory feels like it might change the present. And if the writing gives it enough tension, every year after could be the kind of romance drama people watch in one sitting, not because it's huge, but because it feels personal. For me, this is one of the wild cards. It may not be the loudest release in June, but if it lands emotionally, it could surprise people. Sometimes the quietest story in the lineup is the one that stays with you the longest. Then Prime brings back something that does not really fit with the rest of this list. And honestly, that might be exactly why it works. Clarkson's Farm Season 5. On paper, a farming show should not be addictive. It sounds too simple. A man runs a farm, things go wrong, problems pile up, and somehow that becomes television people keep coming back to. But Clarkson's Farm works because it turns everyday chaos into something strangely watchable. The hook is not mystery or fantasy. It's watching someone constantly underestimate how difficult real work can be. Whether money, rules, mistakes, animals, equipment, everything becomes a problem. And because the show mixes humor with genuine frustration, it feels more alive than a normal reality series. This is probably the oddest pick here, but it gives June some variety. After dark thrillers, fantasy battles, and emotional drama, Clarkson's Farm is the release you watch when you want something lighter, but still surprisingly hard to stop watching. And finally, Prime Video also has a movie coming for people who want something more romantic, dramatic, and emotionally messy. Your Fault, London. This one is not trying to be a giant mystery or a dark thriller. It's built for a different kind of audience. People who want complicated romance, jealousy, tension, and characters who keep making decisions that probably won't make their lives easier. The reason movies like this work is simple. They are not about whether life is calm. They are about what happens when feelings are too strong, timing is terrible, and every choice creates another problem. If you like romantic dramas where everything feels intense, personal, and a little chaotic, Your Fault, London could be one of Prime Video's bigger movie releases in June. It may not be for everyone, but it knows exactly what kind of viewer it wants. And sometimes that is enough. So that is the June 2026 lineup I'd actually keep an eye on across Netflix, Apple TV, and Prime Video. There are big returns, dark thrillers, emotional dramas, fantasy chaos, and even one farming show that somehow refuses to be boring. But if I had to pick the three with the strongest potential right now, I'd watch Cape Fear, I Will Find You, and Sugar Season 2 first. Those feel like the releases with the strongest hook, the clearest mood, and the best chance to pull people in fast. Which one are you watching first? And did I miss a June release that deserves to be on the list? Let me know in the comments.